Everybody, we are back. It is Taped on Live's favorite race podcast, favorite race channel, favorite race everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at Glenn Rockney for Glenn, and of course pandasubs.com. Discount code TDL for 25% off. I make sure I have my Panda Subs up here to show it. We got a little pandemic right here for extreme workout. I don't know anybody who's working out right now. You know what I mean? But, it is New Year. I don't know if you got a resolution.
Yeah, a lot of people are working. I think more people than ever are working out right now.
Right. If you got a resolution, here you go. Get you some pandemic pre-workout from Panda Subs. Great products, guys. Also, turn the lights off. Also, hit up Homage. Right there, get up Homage, get you some Raiders gear right there. And also make sure you guys hit up the TDL store as well. Boom, TDL store, get you guys a hoodie, Under Armour. We're doing another giveaway today, guys. For the giveaway last week, I'm sending out the links on Monday. Like I said, that should be charging me like crazy, man. They'd be going, it's just like a Netflix bill. You know what I mean? Like a Netflix bill just hit you out of nowhere. That's what that should be like. So, what should we give away today, Glenn?
Do we do the tumbler yet?
We haven't done the tumbler.
I feel like the tumbler's a good one.
All right, we're gonna do the tumbler today. We're gonna be the
Your
tumbler.
wife can't see what's in the tumbler, guys. That's how you sell the tumbler. She has no clue. You could be saying I'm hydrating.
Yeah.
Or I'm having my coffee.
Get you the tumbler, boys. Get you the tumbler. So we do the tumbler giveaway, $1.99. Like I said, I'll be sending out the links for the hats from last week, and also doing that as well. You want glass weed pipes, man.
Yeah.
You want a TDL weed pipe? You want a TDL bong?
Hell yeah. You trying to take it back? You trying to take it back to? You want to sneak a toke like it's 1997?
Man, that would be dope if I could do that. If I could make a TDL bong, that would be.
Yeah, you would have to certain states. That's true. It is a tobacco product.
Yeah, it is. Right.
Tobacco product till they make it not so. Until the customer decides it is not anymore.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like get you a TDL bong, just smoke tobacco out of it, just in case anybody.
Can you imagine doing that? Like smoking tobacco out of that thing? Like a big rip of tobacco. Like,
I heard you talk about that in your show.
Yeah. Your lungs would be like a forest fire if you did that. Like, but that was the legal way to do it for many years. Like, yeah, man, I'm having a cigarette. Yeah.
I just don't understand how that worked. Like just inhaling that much tobacco.
It was bad enough when you put the blunt roach in it. You ever do that back in the day with the rest of the blunt roach, where you just put it in there and light the bong? When that would happen, that was already rough enough. But just a straight cigarette would be crazy.
That would be disgusting.
Yeah, you got to type my full name out on X. Elon does not like me. I don't know what it. You got to type, like, it doesn't come up. If you get to the RKN, it's still not going to pop up. You got to type it in and press search. I've been suppressed and silenced on this platform. Whatever. It's probably
this thing is your other account is probably isn't.
Yeah, I know, and I earn it. I earn it. I earn it. It's okay. It's all right. I'm a bad boy. It is what it is.
$1.99 for the tumbler. We're getting a tumbler here. All right. So yeah, man. So we're watching the Raiders draft pick here, right? I mean, I think it's pretty much done. This is gonna make a very boring draft process for us.
Could it be too good to be true? I mean, it can't be, right? Like they have to take him.
Yeah, they have to, right? They have. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, because how I thought about him before the playoffs is totally changed now. Because this dude has been lights out in the playoffs. His film against Alabama was great. Like I broke that down on the membership. Great. That was great. That was the best film. He was like, things that Purdue was doing to him, Bama tried to do that, and he was still picking them apart. Like, because the Purdue game, he was shitty as hell, and Purdue was doing all this crazy stuff to him. Alabama tried to do that to him, and it didn't matter. He was picking them apart. And the same thing's happened in this Oregon game, man. He is just balling. He is playing fantastic. Like, it is lights out what he's doing. He's kind of, it's been like CJ Stroud with multiple games. CJ Stroud, people were like, kind of down on him a little bit going into the playoff game. That has really been Mendoza, but except just, I would say, just over multiple games, right? We're just seeing him play lights out, man. It is lights out, and it is just he's balling. And the thing is, what I like about him, and what I like about him playing so well in the playoffs, is that's intangibles. That is like a trait. That is like, we could talk about, because his arm even looks stronger. Like even against Bama, there's points that his arm looks stronger than it did. He's running faster than he looked like early in the year. Like everything is just turned up. And you know, that's what you want to see from a player in big moments, in big games like this, is everything turns up, man. That's pretty special in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I'm changing my name to Mendoza Rockney. I mean, it's happening. I mean, I'm going to file it with the state of Nevada. I love the guy. I have all year. You watch him, and I didn't know if the Raiders were going to be there all year, but you watch the guy, and it's just, he's one of those people where you're ready to just go, he can't be that good. He's going to run into team X and it's going to look like shit, right? And it never does. I mean, like you said, Purdue's the one you expect him to go crazy on, and he doesn't. But that is what it is. That's just a game that didn't work out for him. Every quarterback has had a dud before. Every college quarterback, even your favorite one, even the most perfect prospect, has had a dud college game before. It's happened. But the thing with him is, again, like you said, the intangibles, but it's more than that. Like, he's not just all intangibles. He's the leader of the team. Yes, they run the football a lot. What do you think the Raiders want to do, by the way? Like, I know they're not good at it right now, but they clearly are going to want to run the football a lot and play defense. And he can make those big throws. He's extremely efficient. Really, I mean, the back shoulder throws are unreal. And that's something like Jack Besh and Brock Bowers can do right now, is be available to him on those on the Raiders. And then Lord knows who they add in the draft, or even, like I said, I'm more of a 2027 fix the wide receiver core, but there's so much they can do around him. And I just like him as a fit for Vegas. I mean, I there's no disrespect to Dante Moore, because I'm not out on Dante Moore. There's a lot of people that are out on him right now. Yeah, I'm not out on him at all. It's just, it really wasn't ever close. I just want people to know this. Like, it just wasn't ever close between the two. For some people say Moore has a higher ceiling. I don't understand that. Like, why do you think that? Like, is it what I mean is, he doesn't do anything better than Mendoza right now. And I don't think he's going to do anything better than Mendoza next year. That's not to say he can't have a fine NFL career, but the Raiders pick one now, and there's a neon sign pointing at Mendoza right here to the Raiders. And whatever the media is saying right now about how he's not going to fix the Raiders, how he's not going to do this, all we need him to do is play good quarterback for us. So I don't care what he fixes. I'll tell you right now, he can fix the quarterback position for the Raiders without question. The minute he walks into that building, it's just that I trust Spytek to do the right thing. I trust Brady to do the right thing. I can't see them passing it up, especially after them watching Geno all year. I think we'll look back on the Geno Smith year as a blessing. Yeah, no. To be quite honest. I mean, it sucked. Don't get me wrong. None of it was fun. But it made it very easy to say, what do we need on this team next year?
Yeah, I agree with that, man. See, the thing is with Moore, and, like I said, but before some of these games, I guess just watching Mendoza against Purdue kind of stained me a little bit, and that's why it's important to, when you watch these quarterbacks and you're doing the draft stuff, that's why it's important to do draft stuff like not till February, right? Where there's a whole picture, right? Because I'm watching these games as they go along, and the guy has a bad game, and you're like, oh, then this guy falls, and then this guy rises, this is why it falls. It's like, sometimes I don't understand how guys have boards already. Shout out to my Draft Fanatics homies, our Draft Fanatics who already have big boards. But I just like it's like, you need to wait to make your big board, because everything has to be fully play out. And I think that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing that like him playing a whole season, watch him in the playoffs, him turn his game up, right? Him just outplay Dante Moore in this game, right? I mean, Dante Moore is a young player, and I always think like Dante Moore, I always thought he needed to come back. I mean, you know how I feel about the drop back thing. I think people are trying to push him out because they want to see. They want to stay. The quarterback class is so boring They want to push him out because they need somebody to talk about. Because if there's no quarterbacks, the number one pick's already done, right? There's no more quarterbacks. Their pick's already done, right? If they say that, what is it to talk about? Like no defense doesn't get people excited.
No, you can tell nobody's Arvell Reese. I'm sure is a fine player, but he clearly is not fun for the media to talk about.
Yeah.
The tackle situation, the tackle class. I don't see a lot of. I don't see Trent Williams in this tackle class, though. There's certainly some intriguing names, but none of it's fun to talk about in the media. And also, the thing is that, you know, the thing with Mendoza is that he's just. It just feels pretty safe. You know what I mean? Like, and he's doing this at a program, really 2 programs, because not enough people are talking about what he did at Cal, right? How many people have sat down and watched Mendoza Cal film? Not that many, but they should. Mm-hmm. He lit it up at Cal. He went head-to-head with Caleb Williams. I mean, they lost these games, right? But you look at the scores, it was like Arena League scores. Boom, 49-48. You know, he lost to Cam Ward, heartbreaker. That was College Game Day. The College Game Day was at Cal last year. Think about that.
Yeah.
College Game Day went to Cal. And it wasn't because of Justin Wilcox. So all the credit people give Curt Cignetti, which he deserves a boatload of it. I'm not saying because that defense is just as good. But Mendoza changed Cal for a while, and had he stayed there, I think Cal would have been really good. Then he goes to Indiana, who doesn't win anything. And even last year when they were in the playoffs, Curtis Rourke, Indiana, was a first-round exit. This year, they're going to win it all, in my opinion. Like, I'd be shocked if they didn't, to be honest. But that being said, they are playing at Miami, which is, for the championship, so that could be kind of crazy. But
Bella Danger might get Mendoza. You never know.
Nah, he can't. He walk around with garlic on his neck and a cross. Also, I don't know who that is. So what? Didn't get the reference. Anyways, what I mean is he took. What are we going to ask him to do now? We're going to take a program that ain't worth a shit, the Raiders, and go win some damn football games. I trust him to do it.
Oh yeah, nobody knows who he is. You guys don't know who. You guys don't know.
Yeah,
who
why are you just making up names, Marcus? That's weird.
No idea who that is, guys. No idea who that is. All right. Oh, Indiana just blocked the punt. All right, guys. Let's get to some of your questions here. Yeah, keep the questions going, guys, because we ain't got too many topics. I do have the gambling.
We got coaching. We got some coaching interviews.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
We got to talk about some coaches.
That is true. I forgot about. We talked about some coaching interviews. We do got to talk about that. Best head coach and OC for Mendoza, since we are getting him. I Clint Kubiak for me, bro.
Yeah, Kubiak would be interesting. Man, I don't think they're gonna do it. I think Mike McDaniel would be really good. And I get it. I understand there's issues. I don't know how much I love Mike McDaniel as a head coach, but we're just talking about offensive minds. Mike McDaniel would be pounding the rock, getting the ball out of Mendoza's hands quick, and then Mendoza would be able to make that big throw that they need. The throws that, honestly, I don't think Tua could make. So I also, to me, I would say I'm intrigued. Maybe we'll talk about this in a little bit. I'm intrigued by the Davis Webb buzz that's happening right now. I'm really intrigued by that. And if he is the quarterback whisperer that we know, like that's – I don't know what offense we're running, but if our job next year is to just make sure our quarterback is developing and in the right situation, that's interesting to me.
Yeah. I think Davis Webb is going to be super interesting too. But I just like Kubiak because he just makes everything easy for a quarterback. Right. It's just so easy, right? And they're going to run the ball. We got Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer. He's going to get the most out of them. It's going to be super. He just makes it easy for a quarterback. Now, it's just his run game. We talked about that on it was on Monday. We talked about it on Monday. It is kind of not the greatest in the world efficient-wise, but they stick with it. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how that goes, man. We'll see how that goes, dude.
Yeah, that's the one thing about Kubiak with me is the run. When you talked about the run game in the red zone, I was kind of like, it's not exactly ideal, and it's not like he's had nobody. to work with in those regards. I mean, at quarterback, he hasn't had like the quarterback in my opinion. Even Darnold to me, like, is not the quarterback that you're gonna, you where they're gonna kind of correct some of your flaws and stuff. He hasn't had that one yet. But with the run game, it's like he's got Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet. He's got Kamara, and when he was with the Saints. I mean, the Niners. I know he's not calling plays at the Niners. You can't really give him that. But just in the Vikings and stuff, you're kind of like, yeah, why aren't you running the ball better? But Kubiak interviewed today. Schrager, I thought that Schrager tweet was really interesting today. Peter Schrager, where I think fans were looking at it like, why are you singling out this single important interview today? Like, why are you telling me that? And to me, if I'm to interpret what Schrager was saying, Schrager's kind of Peter. If you don't know anything about Peter Schrager, he's the kind of guy that he's like, we'll just be your best friend, so you tell him things. Like, he is like, he'll understand what movie references, like, he'll understand what movies you like and quote the movies to you if you have an in at an organization, and you'll think you'll have a best friend, and then that's how all this stuff gets out. He got real buddy with Sean McVay, all that stuff. That's why he is where he is, and I'm not knocking him. That's good journalism in my opinion. What he said was that the Kubiak hire was kind of the Kubiak interview, I should say, was the most intriguing one of the day with the Raiders, and everyone's like, why? And to me, that just means I think that's Brady and Spytek's top guy.
Yeah.
Like that I don't know if Kubiak has much interest in the Raiders, but obviously agreed to an interview. So he has to have some sort of interest. But I don't know what Kubiak's rankings are, but it leads me to believe that Tom Brady and John Spytek have him as the top option. And, some people might say duh, but I don't know. I don't know if you could say duh with that. I mean, coaches, not everyone values coaches the way Twitter does.
Yeah. All right, let's get to some of these other questions. Let me get to. We have 5 voicemails from Baby Shug.
We have 5.
You have 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We got 10 total.
Start them now, because I got something to do at 10 o'clock.
All right. Becky Brooks saying Mendoza. I didn't watch that clip because I just
okay.
People are still talking to Jason Whitlock about sports. I just
let's they probably go to the same church, but let's look at this, right? What the year that draft was. So you're telling me that if Mendoza won the national championship that year, or at least was going to the national championship, you are telling me that J.J. McCarthy goes ahead of him, Michael Penix goes ahead of him, Bo Nix goes ahead of him. I don't think that's true. You might. I'm saying some people might disagree with that. That's fine. People can rank him. Yeah, he's behind Jaden Daniels, but that was
he just threw a 5th touchdown, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Take him out, by the way, please. Yeah. This is why we've seen enough. Coach, it's good. You got another game to play. I just think I think to me he would be quarterback 4 in that draft. I think he'd be quarterback 2 or 1 in most draft classes. Most. Just most. That was a good draft class. So he would be quarterback 4, but everybody was sprinting up to draft mid in that class. That's famously the Raiders missed out because everybody went out to go draft Bo Nix, Michael Penix. These guys surely could become great quarterbacks, but people were sprinting out. So you're telling me he would have been a 3rd round pick in that class? That's incorrect, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Spencer Rattler went what, 5th round that year? So I'm just like, you're telling me, I don't know. It's very strange.
Yeah, because he's not that. Because I don't know what it is. Because somebody asked me, JB asked, what's the difference between him and Joe Burrow? And I was thinking about that today when people were just talking about when people talk about breaking him down and stuff. Like Joe Burrow was not a better prospect than Justin Herbert. If we're keeping it real, Herbert had a bad year that year, but if Herbert's 6'6", he's 240.
Yeah.
He has a monster arm that when you watch the Senior Bowl, you're like, holy shit. Every time I watched him throw the ball at the Senior Bowl, I was literally like, holy shit, every single time he threw the ball. And Tua went before him. So, this is not how it goes. It's just so stupid. It's just I really think a lot of it is because Mendoza's corny.
It's a major thing. Like I said, if Mendoza bought if Mendoza was like putting Instagram stories, because the other night, like people were saying like Oregon fans were like trolling a little bit, and it was kind of funny. They were putting that he was at Magic City eating chicken wings.
Yeah,
and they were like, "Nah, not before the big game, Fernando." And I'm like, but if he did that, people would think like he's hella cool.
Yeah.
Which to me, I'm like, okay, I've had enough cool. I've had enough cool with the Raiders. I had enough cool. Anybody who puts our uniforms on is cool, by the way. They might suck, but they're cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. It's gonna be a guy that puts on a Raider uniform and plays in Vegas, and I'm fine with a little bit of a dork, like on the team. He does not play like a dork.
He doesn't. Because imagine if he went to Magic City and then did this.
Again, people would say he's the number one pick, and even if he played even half as good, they'd be like, "Yeah, but he's so cool, man. I want him on my team because he's so cool. He's gonna do interviews with people and be cool."
Baby Suge has been convinced. Mendoza. He was a Mendoza.
And then he told me to shut up. So I was gonna say thanks for coming on the thing, but now you shut up. How about that?
Yeah, there's 5 voicemails. It's crazy. All right, let me get some of these questions. It gets to some voicemails here. Do you put extra stock into the standalone head coach interviews as opposed to interviews that get grouped into one day?
I don't know, Marcus. How long do you think a coach interview is? Like on average,
it can't be more than like an hour.
I feel like it's
virtually.
Quick. I feel like
virtually.
It's yeah. I feel like it's like 30 minutes.
Probably. And it has to be like, because it's virtual, it has to be like an hour. It's probably because it's like the first interview. When you do a virtual interview, you like get to know the guy, right? You don't know him right well, you get to know him. And you get to find out a little bit about him. And that's really what you do. I mean, other than that, it's because the real interview is when you bring him to the facility. Because that's what happened. Ben Johnson didn't do a virtual interview with the Bears. He just went right to the facility and they kept his ass there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't know how coaching interviews work because the Raiders hire people fast. They hire one guy and then that's it. Like, so I'm just like, wait, what's a real coaching story? It's actually been a little refreshing, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's we'll go over the guys who interview them in depth in a second here, but it is just, it should be really quick in my opinion, because like it's just an introduction. It shouldn't be more than that. All right. What if Mendoza plays poorly against Miami?
Doesn't matter.
Number one.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I don't think they will. They're just the best team in football.
He might have a game where he has like 2 touchdowns and a pick and 190 yards or something like that, which, is that lighting it up? No, but I think he's cemented himself. Because again, are you picking Dante Moore over him?
No,
that's what you're saying. I mean, I'll put it this way: I watched Miami. Carson Beck plays okay, but when he's asked to throw the ball down the field, it looks awful.
Yeah, that injury to his elbow.
Yeah, it looks like terrible when he throws down the field, and you're just like, Miami's up front. I think it's gonna be actually a really good game because they're up front on both sides in the trenches. It's like, ooh. Like the both those stands, they're gonna be punching each other. Like it's gonna be great. But I think Mendoza. I've seen all I need to see. Even if he has a meltdown in the national title game, whatever. I need him to win divisional games in the regular season.
Yeah. I think this game really kind of solidified that. But I don't see Miami beating them because I just don't think Miami on offense is that impressive.
No, they're not.
They got Tony, but.
They can run a little bit. That Mark Fletcher with that run game like that. I mean, to be honest, I think I cannot remember the offensive coordinator's name. It's not Cristobal, but it's the guy calling the plays. It really gets cute a lot of times. It's like, dude, you are averaging like 6 yards a carry. What are you doing? And he's like, I got to get Carson Beck, to do some crazy shit, and then it doesn't work. So either way, my answer is no. Like it doesn't change the fact. Like this game right here is just. I was on it before that, but I bet you at least 10 to 15% more people are all in on Mendoza at number 1.
All right. I just want to let MBZ. Ruben Bain had 6 pressures last game. I just want to so everybody knows.
Chambliss tough to bring down. Yeah,
it is. Does he tend to stare down receivers?
Well, it looked like a few times he was kind of locked in, but it would look like it was against man coverage when the corner's back was turned, though.
Do we get another veteran QB with Mendoza?
You'd have to probably. I say Mariota in my opinion, but we'll see.
I mean, Geno Smith.
No, I don't want that attitude on this team next year. I'm sorry, because he doesn't strike me as a let's help Fernando get better guy. Mariota's cool. Mariota's cool with that. I would go after Mariota in my opinion.
It's January 12th. Arch decides to declare for this year's draft. Who you take it?
I have a hot take. No.
You still taking Mendoza?
Yeah.
They would take Arch though.
Probably, but I wouldn't.
They would take Arch. They would, because he's just because he is what like everybody's like all the shit that we've been seeing all week. He's exactly what they're talking about. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All the stupid shit we've been seeing. Oh, that Kirk dude. Go play Madden, bro. Shut the fuck up. Go play Madden. Go play Madden on TikTok. Nobody cares about your thoughts, man. Go play Madden. Like
I just don't remember anyone saying that about Cam Ward last year.
No,
the Titans draft Titans. If the Titans think Cam Ward's going to fix them, they're in for a route. Man, they're just picking the best damn player at the most important position. That's what they're doing. And this year, to be honest, in my opinion, I actually think Mendoza's better than the non-quarterback players. I truly think he's the number one player, or at least on par with those guys. And who is that? Caleb Downs, Reuben Bain, Arvell Reese. I think he's at least on par with those guys. Whereas with Cam Ward, it's like, we'll see. I think Mendoza's better than Cam Ward coming out. I think he's better as a prospect. I just don't think he has the circus throws that get everyone excited. The TikTok throws. And I say this at Cam Ward towards the end of this year looked really good. I thought so. Even then, but it's just that Kurt Benkert guy. Everybody's going to do this. Everybody's going to do this because you know why? Because if in 3 years you're right, even if you get to be the guy, I saw it before anybody else. But if you're wrong, only Raider fans are going to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else, nobody who likes the Bengals is going to remember what you said about Mendoza 3 years ago. Only we will. It's pretty low risk when you think about it.
I agree, dude. All right, let's get our first voicemail here. Which one am I doing? Let's start with my dude CMV10 here.
Shout out. You left that earlier in the week, I think.
Yes, he did. But I didn't get to it. We'll start off with his here.
Everybody, what's up? It's your boy CMV10. I just wanted to call in today and pay homage to Coach Carroll. I got a lot of respect for Coach. It was a rough year, and he stood tall every press conference, stayed positive, didn't throw anyone under the bus, got us the tank job with a lot of integrity. And whether people like it or not, his leadership this year is going to pay dividends with the young guys moving forward. I thought he set a great example. Yeah, we had a rough year, but we were lucky to have a Hall of Fame coach that took a job that I don't know that anybody really wanted. So now we're set up, and I just wanted to say thanks to Coach. It was rough on him. At least they got that last W for him. I was happy for him. I just think we should have a lot of respect for him on his way out. Shout out to the chat room. Everybody in there, you'll see me in there later.
Catch me in the chat room. How about that?
Look at that, nice and quick. I like it.
Textbook, teach tape. Some could learn. Teach tape. Yeah, I mean that's just amazing. No, shout out. I mean, I don't have any ill will towards Pete Carroll. I don't. It's at the end of the day, it wasn't the fit. At the end of the day, it wasn't the fit. Like it. I forgot to bring up about the Spy Tech press conference. You know when they said, when did you find out the season was kind of like not over, but like that this team was not where they should have been? Do you know what he said? He said the Bears game. You don't hear GMs say that very often. That a week 4 game.
Yeah.
He was like, we're ass.
He's like he's
like we blew that game. And he said it politically. He was like, because if you win that game, it springboards you into here. But that felt like the deciding game. And I'm like, I understand what you're saying there. So they hired a coach that needed to win now, for his sake and the team's sake. He was on a 3-year contract. I mean, that's at the end of the day, there's a certain threshold for winning you have to do on a 3-year contract. We knew right away it wasn't the case. And guess what? He lost enough to put us in position to get a quarterback. We can't say that about a lot of other failed Raiders coaches.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, when it comes to him, you expected more, right? You expected them to be a team, but like, I'm just happy that the Raiders got to one. I mean, let's keep it real. Now we're at a QB purgatory. That's why we had to go get Geno Smith, because they were in QB purgatory, right?
Geno Smith brings you to hell, according to Marcus Johnson.
I mean, he did. Now we're coming out, man. We're coming out. You guys are the Greek mythologists like Persephone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta get you gotta come out, and we're coming out. You know what I mean? Like it just set the Raiders up, I think, because I think offensively they're not that far away. If they can fix the offensive line, which I think they can do, in an off season, right? I don't think they're that far away. There's weapons there, right? And a lot of people have been asking about getting a big body receiver, but I mean, they have some big body receivers already.
Right.
I've seen a couple questions like this dude, who's a big body receiver next year?
Jack Best.
And I'm like, it's Jack Best, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know some people don't like Jack Best. She's a tartar, and I know that's a thing. But like, okay, well, I guess we're running 13 personnel then. Shit, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to say that, but he's a big. He catches everything. You know what I mean? Like, and if you get a guy who could do back shoulders with him, the back shoulders that Mendoza's doing, dog. I think you're in a damn good spot. You know what I mean? And I think you have to kind of think about it that way. I think the Raiders are in a pretty decent spot here. You know
also,
what I mean?
what if Charles Grant and Caleb Rogers are good? Like, that's not off the table yet. People talk about, like, there's nothing at offensive line. Maybe. Under the current construct, I'd agree with a lot of people. But right now, next year, we think you're going to have a healthy JPJ, year 2 Charles Grant, who I don't know if I will say this. The last game for the Chiefs, Kyle Long was – I found like I was like, man, they really got the bottom of the barrel for announcers in that game. Like it was the CBS YouTube guys that they brought on. And like, it's like when Delaware college football, when CBS Sports plays, I know that because I bet on them. Like that's who calls them. But Kyle Long, in the midst of whatever he was trying to do that whole time, he said, he was like, I went to Raiders practice and Charles Grant is like a monster. Like, he was like, the guy is a beast. And he's just like, what I'm saying is you might have JPJ, Charles Grant, healthy Colton Miller coming back, and then maybe you add a few veterans, which I'd like to do, perhaps like a David Edwards or something like that. Like it could be a good offensive line. It's just they're young, and you have to take your lumps with these guys, and they did this year in a year where it didn't matter, and in fact, it might have got us our quarterback.
Yeah, for sure, dude. We got a special guest.
Damn.
We got a special guest today, guys, on Friday Night Live. It's Matt Holder.
Damn.
What's up, Matt? Can you hear? Can we hear you?
No, can't hear you, Matt.
Oh, we can't hear you. Yeah, can't hear you.
It's got to be a bittersweet day for Matt Holder, right? Watching his future quarterback and then his college team
get his ass kicked.
Yeah, I mean, no, I get it. It's like, it's probably at least it's kind of cool that you're watching your future.
Oh, did I get you on mute, Matt? Is that
maybe that's it. Maybe you've suppressed him.
This is mute. Mike can't unmute your guest. Their mic isn't connected.
Oh, not connected.
That's weird.
How about
there
that?
He is. There he is.
All right, there you are, Matt. All right, you here?
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you had me on mute, and then I unplugged and you screwed me, man. You screwed me, Marcus.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Well, welcome, Matt. Welcome to Friday Night Live, man. It's your first time, man.
Yeah.
Just let you know we're unfiltered here, Matt. So,
yes.
So you know. So
mostly me unfiltered, but yeah, that's
sounds good. I've always had a problem. I'm always too filtered. That's what they always say about.
I didn't watch the Chiefs game at all. I'm sorry, guys. I did.
No, I was talking about Kyle Long was talking about Charles Grant in that game though. Like I was saying, like it was just he was talking about Charles Grant like it was like he was killing it in practice. I just mean they might have an okay offensive line, like and as early as next year, and they can fix it, and that's why People were talking about McMillan versus Gentry. I saw that was a big debate this year. I was like, McMillan would have like 400 yards on the Raiders this year, and Gentry would have 1,700 all-purpose on the Panthers. Like, let's be real. Like, whatever team drafted whichever player, they were going to be the better player. So. Hopefully, the Raiders can just be that team next year where you have Gentry with a good offensive line and then a quarterback.
Source wide receiver said you're about to gloat all over me, Matt.
About to gloat. Well, like Glenn said, it is catch-22 for me because I am an Oregon fan. But I mean,
you could hear that. Damn it!
Yeah,
I thought you had technical difficulties.
Trust me. I was coherent and thinking about it all night. But yeah, I would like to revisit our discussion from a few weeks ago.
There's more games played. More games were played. That's all I said.
There's more games to play. There's one more game to play.
You know what I mean?
Singular.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty solidified at this point. Like it's over.
My takeaway is the New York Jets are on the clock.
Yeah. Right. I mean, this was pretty much the end of it. It really is.
Yeah. It feels kind of good to have this situated. Pick 36 is the debate now, right?
Yeah, pretty much. The draft starts in round 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's over, dude. What do you guys think about Joe Brady? I say no to that.
I'm good. Yeah.
I was into him last year. Like I think I said this last time, but I was into him last year when it was like the possibility of Cam Ward because he works well with those like quarterbacks that can create those off script stuff. But Mendoza is so much better in structure. I'd rather have the Shanahan tree at this point.
All right. Best lineman to take with our second round pick.
I'm assuming offensive. Is what he's saying. Second round pick. I mean, is Caleb Lamu gonna be there in the second round? Do you guys think?
I don't think so.
No.
It's tough because this is such a weak tackle class. It's like, is a team gonna reach?
Right, that's true. Especially those end of the first round teams like to go get a tackle.
Especially like if you're like a team that like the Chiefs or the Commanders were last year, where like they were like, oh, we need a left tackle to protect our quarterback or a tackle to protect our quarterback, and they ended up taking Connor Lee and Simmons at the back end of the first.
Yeah, probably true. I'm trying to think of who else I would put. I really like Chase Besantis. I don't know if that might be a little too rich at 36, but I don't know.
He's a second round guy.
At 36.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's high.
Would you do Bregnon at 36, Marcus?
I would, because he's out there fighting for his life with that left tackle he's got.
I'd try to trade back. I guess I'd try to trade back. You know what I mean? If I knew I wanted one of those guards, I'd try to trade back. See if somebody wanted to come up and get that. But I think to me, I think second round's a good spot for defensive line more than it is.
There's some good D tackles at the top of the second round.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. What coach fellas you guys want? Now Mendoza is him. We kind of talk. Well, I think we'll get into that topic a little bit more. I'm trying to get into it because I got all the coaches, all the interviews already. We're going to talk about that in a second. People are talking about Max. Max still in his feelings. You think Max is watching tonight and smiling?
I don't know whatever is happening in his mind. I don't know. And you know what? He doesn't need to be worried about quarterback. He probably hates quarterbacks too.
I know.
Do you get red jersey on?
Yeah, for sure. Do you guys think the Raiders will move quickly to hire a coach, or will they wait for more teams to be eliminated and be thorough in the search?
I kind of hope they'll be patient. Like, don't just hire the guy that's available. Hire the best guy. Like, if it is like a Clint Kubiak and the Seahawks are going on a run, like, just wait and kind of get him. I mean, I feel like you can come up with like a handshake agreement. I believe you just can't like actually officially sign the deal. That's how it gets leaked. But I'd rather them just be patient. What will they do? That's always the magic question.
I'm just thinking if they do hire one right now, it has to be what? Flores, Vance Joseph, or Nagy? Those are the ones they can hire now?
They can't hire Vance. He's in the playoff. He's on the playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Vance. Yeah, duh. Sorry. But either way, my point stands. Flores or Nagy, right? Are the two guys that that they've brought in? Yeah, wait. I mean, or Stefanski. They can do Stefanski. They brought him in, right? So they can get Stefanski.
What's interesting too with the Flores stuff, like Glenn, like you said, like he's one of the guys they literally could hire, like they could hire today. I mean, because part of it too is he'd satisfy the Rooney Rule too.
Yes,
and like obviously out of the playoffs, they can hire him. They haven't even interviewed him. Have that
very interesting, isn't it?
So Brian Flores?
Flores? They didn't interview him yet.
No.
Not even a request. I mean,
people are still saying that there's a thing. Like Benjamin Albright was still saying that I think it's gonna be Flores. I'm like, bro. He said it might be Van Joseph. It's Van Joseph or Flores because it basically people think the Raiders. Nobody wants to go to the Raiders because of the Raiders. That's basically what he's trying to say. But I think this game in itself changes a lot, especially if they're having dinner with it. Because if they're doing virtual Clint Kubiak, I don't know. Maybe they invite him to dinner in Las Vegas. I don't know.
I think he is doing virtual because I tweeted out that I hope they're watching together, but then I realized I think he's doing virtual because he's doing like 8 interviews or whatever this weekend, these next 2 days. So I think it's virtual.
Yeah. I will say, if people don't think anybody wants to come coach the Raiders, that might be true, but I bet you every coach right now is watching this game tonight and going, like maybe there is one other thing that I can get when I go to this Raiders team, and it seems very clear that the pick is Fernando Mendoza. And I just think, I think if you're like, I want them to wait. There's no rush. The coaches that I'm most intrigued by are still playing or still on teams that are playing right now. And I just think there's Flores, the Flores thing's interesting. So what I've heard from the people who think the Flores is a done deal, I don't believe this. I don't think this is true, but they say his contract's done on January 14th. So they'll wait till I go, well, that doesn't make sense to me, but they'll say his contract is up. But that makes me wonder if his PR team is the one who made this whole offseason about Brian Flores. Like, they're the ones that are pumping Brian Flores to every team. They see a Brady connection. Very easy for the media to just make that. And the Raiders don't have a good defense. He fixes their defense overnight. And it's a very easy narrative. And all of that to me sounds like I want Minnesota or the Cowboys to pay me lots of money. And I think he has an interview does he have an interview with the Ravens? I thought Flores got something with the Ravens. I could be wrong, but either way, he wants more money as a DC, and he deserves it. He should be the highest paid.
I don't know who he has an interview with.
Maybe nobody. Yeah, maybe nobody.
Because he's suing the NFL. Like, why would they?
At that point, just bring back John Gruden.
That's probably also why people are connecting him to the Raiders. They're like, Al Davis sued the NFL all the time. The NFL. This is great.
Yeah. All right, let's get this one question, and then we'll get to a voicemail. Changes this offseason to address the O-line issues. You have to protect Mendoza. Is there a chance to be competitive next year? All the other questions are about coaches, so we're going to talk about coaches because I swear every single question is about a coach. We'll talk about it in a second. But that question, what do you guys think?
Expected, yeah.
Chances they address the O-line. They're going to address the O-line issues.
Yeah.
They're going to. Spytech knows damn well that he needs to address the offensive line. And I think anyone in their right mind would be like, I'm going to have a rookie quarterback. I'm going to protect this investment as much as I freaking can. Yeah. Especially, again, part of the benefits of having a rookie quarterback is the cheap deal. I think they'll probably overpay for like a guard or a tackle or a right tackle, which people are going to react the way they are, but they have a ton of cap space. And again, you're going to have to when you're in this position, and you got to protect your rookie quarterback. As far as them being good next year, with a rookie quarterback, it's going to be really tough to be really good.
Yeah. I think they'll be fun. I think they'll be fun. I think they'll have a chance to be fun. I think they'll get better as the season goes along. I think, and I think with the O-line situation, it's just not only what Matt said about the quarterback is true, but you watched Ashton Genty have to get 1,000 yards after contact. So not only like I say the line is equally for Genty as it is the quarterback, if not more, because I think Genty right away helps the quarterback. If you have that, look at Mendoza right now. They have a nice run game. If you can try to replicate something like that, that's what this is about. And we'll see. Like I said, I expect them to develop what they have there too, because there's definitely something there in terms of youth. But David Edwards, nobody is mad at the Carolina Panthers for paying $20 million for Robert Hunt. Everyone thought it was dumb at the time. But their O-line's good, and it's really one of the only reasons that they are in the playoffs right now. I know they're an 8-9 team, but you overpay for this because you can. That's what a rookie quarterback gets you.
Bryce Young's still holding them back.
Yeah, he is. I know.
Shook said some time. He said we're going to listen to his 5 voicemails.
Oh, thank you for your service.
Shook, I've got a question, brother. When are you sober?
Yeah, it's been a long season for everybody.
It's like I was drunk for all of them. I'm like, I don't know if I've ever heard a Shook voicemail.
He's going through some problem. He got baby mama problems. He's going through, he's got some issues. He's working it out. He's got some issues though. We support Baby Shook.
That was messed up.
He supports the channel a lot, so we support Baby Shook. You know what I mean?
Glenn,
Suge's my guy.
Matt, shout out BD. This is Will Blast giving a call for this week. Apologize for last week, Marcus. Definitely wasn't trying to give you the booty call time. Which, is not my style, and I know that's not your style either. So, no, that wasn't it. But yes, I'm trying to call in early. I tried to call yesterday or the day before, but I got a knock at the door unexpectedly, and I had to go and deal with it. But yeah. So it's we got our Black Monday. Happy that occurred. No more Pete Carroll, no more Brendan Carroll. Get them up out of here. That's really positive news for the entire Raider Nation. My whole thing is Spy Tech now. I'm going back to Reggie McKenzie, man. That's the last good GM that we had. And Reggie built this team out, man. And he did it from his draft picks to free agency. And I'm looking for Spy Tech. He has to cook, man. Else the fire starts to get lit under his ass immediately. He has to go and cook. Clearly, he has a lot of decisions to make this offseason. And so, yeah, man, he has to cook. He has to hire himself a quality coach. Definitely a young, hopefully offensive-minded coach trying to draft a quarterback. He has to cook in free agency. You can't just rely on rookies to turn this thing over. Rookies are like your base and your depth, but you need to go get some good veterans, especially on this defense and linebacker, safety, defensive line. My other question to you guys is most of the defenses the top defenses are 3-4s in the league, other than I think Houston. And so what about us? We've been 3-4 forever, man. Maybe it's time for us to go. I mean, we've been 4-3 forever. Maybe it's time for us to go to a 3-4 and try a different way. And that way we could go get a real nose tackle, one of these big monster dudes, plug him in the middle, and then, work our blitz off of our ends in that way and our linebackers. So just different perspective, trying to get you guys insight. Like to hear what Glenn thinks about the 3-4 versus the 4-3, and like to hear Marcus. This is where BD would really, come in mind, because I'd love to hear BD's perspective on it. And Matt, Matt can chime in too. And so I don't mean any harm or denigration to Matt. I need Matt whenever I see him. I need him to have that same.
See,
you need
cut off.
No,
he went too long. They get 3 minutes. They get 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
CMV did show him how to do it. CMV. No, shout out to everybody who live voicemail. This is no shade or anything like that. But like CMV showed him how to do it with the quick,
Yeah, as the defensive tape expert on here, I'd be happy to weigh in on that on the D line. Yeah, no, that's a question for Matt.
Man. Go answer that question, Matt. I mean, because 3-4 is not really in the league anymore. I mean, it's not.
That's the thing is like the 3-4 and the 4-3, the way we think about it in the traditional sense, doesn't really exist. It's because it's so much. Every team's in so much nickel. If you're talking about even or odd fronts, then that kind of a thing. And the Raiders, like Graham, maybe not as much this year, but they have been running like a good amount of like odd fronts. Like they would put, you'd even see like they put like beginning of the year it was like Jermaine Pratt at the edge spot, at the stand up spot, and then like once Pratt got cut, it was Snowden who was playing in that role, and like he would drop in coverage for a little bit. So I think you're right, like in the fact of like getting away from being a strictly even front team. The best defenses in the league right now are all multiple, and they have more guys that are that can come off the bench and like contribute for you in the way. And I think that's one of the biggest things is I do think they still need like a personnel issue. They need to be able to have, like you said, like we've been talking about, like the big nose tackle to run the true odd fronts. And then, you still have to have your guys like your Laulu and Thomas Booker who can kind of shoot gaps and penetrate and that kind of stuff. So yes, they do need to get into more odd fronts and stuff like that. But the biggest thing is being versatile. Like even the Texans, they'll run quite a bit of odd fronts too.
Yeah. I think what he also, to address what he was talking about with like where Spy Tech needs to cook. I mean, that, and Will Blast did say it, that starts with hiring a coach, because I don't think his draft class was bad last year. However, if I'm to believe that Pete Carroll had a good idea of what this roster was and where the talent was, then you would think his class was bad, right? Because they couldn't see the field on a bad team. We know, though, that that's really not true. Like, we know that Tyler Lockett shouldn't have been out there. We know that Stone Forsythe shouldn't have been out there. We know that. So when you hire a coach, like, you have to hire a coach that's going to agree with your philosophy in drafting. Like, that's just what you're going to have, and vice versa. You might have to meet him halfway or something, but that has to be established upon hiring. You have to go, okay, I'm looking at, these types of players. I want to do this. I want to do that. Can you come here and run that for me? And I'm sure that, again, I'm sure Spytek has to get better. I'm not saying he doesn't. I think his free agency needs to get much better. But part of that was, I think free agency for Pete Carroll's weird. Yeah. Like, I think that's really weird. So I'm going to give him another year with a coach that might not be so weird in particular and picky, and see if maybe John might open up the checkbook a little bit more and maybe take some more risks. And I actually expect their free agency to be a lot of I expect that a lot of that. Like, to be honest, because they need a lot. They need to turn Jonah Laulu into depth. They need to turn, like Isaiah Polamalu needs to be turned into depth. And it might not be this household name for $20 million because they're not really in a position to do that, despite having a bunch of money.
All right. Let me pull up these coaches here. All right. So this is everybody who they interviewed so far. I looked it up. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
I mean, two of the three guys I feel like we were all kind of higher on, Clint Kubiak and Kevin Stefanski. They brought in, which is a good sign. And then Davis Webb feels like the shot in the dark. That's more like get a gauge for him on offensive coordinator, especially if they do want to hire Vance Joseph. And then Nagy, please God, no.
Why is everyone interviewing Matt Nagy? Everyone's interviewing him. Does he just cool?
He knows Mahomes.
Yeah, but is he just cool? Do they just want to like, hey, I'd be sick to talk to you for an hour, dude. You're hilarious or something. Because every team, smart teams, or like Ravens, are interviewing him. Like, it's crazy. I'll tell you right now, I am intrigued and I would really consider Davis Webb, considering where the Raiders are right now. They can afford to be a little early on a coach, especially when his job. For anybody who doesn't know about Davis Webb, Josh Allen credits like a lot. Like, Buffalo was trying to hire him as a coach while he was still a backup quarterback for how much he was, to help Josh Allen and all of that. Daniel Jones credits him for development. We know how far Daniel Jones has come since he's been drafted. And right now, look, I wasn't super high on Bo Nix, and I'm still not. But he's playing winning football, and you have to think that his, Davis Webb being the quarterback coach has to be a part of that. And he might not be ready. And next year might suck. But I think quarterback development is really, really important with this coach. And if you had some experienced ball-knowing coaches around him, I think you could sell. I think it's a worthy gamble, in my opinion, because you might have your coach set for 20 years in him. You might.
You get him for 40 years. He's 30. He's younger than I am.
What do you mean? Coaches coach into their 70s? No, that's not true.
Yeah. I
know. Somebody asked us to rank these guys. What do you think?
For me, and I know you guys will disagree, I would just switch Stefanski and Joseph, and that would be my rankings.
Damn.
I think Matt would have Stefanski second if I'd say that. Right.
Yeah.
And then I would just have I think Davis Webb's really intriguing.
I'd go Kubiak, Stefanski, wide gap, Vance Joseph, Davis Webb, wide gap, Matt Nagy.
All right.
I hear what you say, Glenn, about Webb, and I do think there is like something to say about being early. I just get very much Lane Kiffin vibes, where it's like Davis Webb might end up being a great coach, but it's a guy that's been coaching for like 3 years, and I know he's been a player, like a coach in pads or whatever for years. It's just a lot more risk than I think I'd be willing to take on when there are guys like Kubiak, Stefanski, and that also.
Yeah, Kubiak's number one. I don't doubt that. Kubiak's number one. He's a clear cut number one. I just think the Raiders are in a position to kind of like be early on a coach. Because my thing, people were saying there's a thing where like, what if we hired Vance Joseph and had Davis Webb as the OC? you have to want to fire Vance Joseph because otherwise somebody else will hire Davis Webb, and then you're stuck with Vance Joseph as your head coach. So it's like, to me, to be early on him is to just kind of secure it a little bit. And look, if it doesn't work in 3 and 4 years, then you're whatever. That doesn't work. I still feel like he's going to have the quarterback thing figured out, though. So where I think Mendoza is going to be playing good football, and that keeps your job most of the time. And so that, look, I don't know anything about him, and I except for the fact I remember him as a Cal Bear. That's what I remember him as. And that was like 5 years ago, I feel like. But
it wasn't that long ago. I think it was 2017.
I don't think I'm even exaggerating. Yeah, it's like it was 8 years ago. Yeah, it was just not that long ago. But it's clear, like, it's not just the Raiders, and I know it's kind of lazy way to thinking, but like the Ravens wanted to take a look at him too. It's like he's clearly, there's buzz around him around the league, and he's doing it on the NFL level. Because where was Lane Kiffin coaching before the Raiders? I actually don't know the answer to this.
USC.
Yes.
Again, coming from college ranks is a little different. This guy's coaching NFL quarterbacks right now. So I will say I think it's a little better.
With Lane Kiffin, they wanted to hire I'm drawing a blank, Sarkisian, and Sarkisian turned them down. And like Lane Kiffin went with Sarkisian to the interview. And then they liked Lane enough to
they got Sarkisian drunk. They got drunk that night. They got drunk after that interview.
Oh man,
damn.
Somebody keeps asking about where's Mike McDaniel. They haven't interviewed them yet. These guys
haven't.
Yeah, just the guys they've interviewed. Yeah.
I don't know if they don't seem interested in Mike McDaniel.
Opinions on Mike McDaniel. I mean, as an OC, probably.
I'd love to see Genty running his system.
Yeah, he'd be fun.
So that's where I'd come. And Mendoza with that RPO coming from Indiana, it would be fun. I don't know about him as a head coach. I just don't.
Yeah. I hate to, it's a cliche and it gets annoying this time of year, but the leaders of men, like I do think like that is like a factor. And I think like the chill guy vibes, like that's cool. And like, it's like one of those things where it's like, it's cool when you're winning, but at some point you got to choose some ass. You'll pause. But
it's true.
You know what I mean? Like when things aren't going well, you need somebody who's going to like get on a guy and yell at him a little bit and motivate him. Like, I just feel like that. And that's kind of what unraveled in Miami.
Yeah. I think we're getting our first prank call, guys, because somebody keeps calling me and they don't leave a message. We're getting our first prank call.
No boy.
They told us to call them back. Like, I can't go. What is happening? So the show's blowing up. We're getting our first prank call, guys.
Nice.
What's the system Minter and Shula run?
Like schematically? Is that assuming?
Maybe what you could compare
Shula
it
is
to
a big
something. Maybe what you could compare it to, like maybe if there's something you could compare it to, like that's a little more well known. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Shula is kind of. He's again one of the like. That's like the new thing with a lot of the decoders. Like they're like, I adapt to my scheme or I adapt my players, which is what Patrick Graham says. They do run quite a bit of like those odd fronts. Then they have, they're going to run like a ton of odd because they got 2 years ago, they had Bobby Brown in the middle. This year they signed Puna Ford to be there to just play at nose. And then they have the two quicker, smaller type defensive tackles and Kobe Turner and Braden Fisk. And then a couple of guys in Verse and Byron Young who both play kind of stand up backer. Verse can kind of do both though. Byron Young's more of your typical 3-4 outside linebacker. And Minter is kind of the same way, pretty similar. I mean, Minter does some more like exotic blitz stuff like that he took from like Michigan with him. He comes from probably runs a scheme that's pretty similar to Mike McDaniel or Mike McDonald.
Michigan, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So would you say it's kind of like how like a lot of sports are getting where you're like like basketball
positionless?
Like, positionless. Like even baseball to a degree. Like everyone's like 6'3" with power, in baseball, and so you would say it's we're getting there schematically.
I mean, look at the evolution of like the big safeties.
Yeah,
the nickel safeties, like that's become the popular trend. The Jamal Adams type of career arc where you move to the second level. Obviously, he's not the best example because he did it late in his career, but a Nicky Mwarmi. He plays in the box a ton. He's going to cover the slot. Those versatile type of guys that are the unique athletes. If you can get, one or two of them on your defense, you can do a lot of different things with them. So yeah, it's kind of that is a good example. Yeah, it's kind of becoming a little bit more positionless defensively.
Yeah, Young Travion has two questions. Explain Webb from the Broncos, and why the Ravens interview everyone we have. That's a good question. I like that question.
The Ravens interviewing everyone the Raiders are interested is a good sign. Okay, that's positive. It means we're on the right track. We're doing something a functional organization does. That we're heading in the right direction.
You don't want to be at the club hollering at the girl that nobody else is going near. You know, it's like you're kind of, I mean, because then you're starting like, how much have I had? You know, tonight, like what's going on? And you have the I've never. It's not something I've ever done, but you know, it's just I've heard that happens. But you have the web situation. I'm going to sound like the biggest web stan, and I just feel like that's the process I would go with. And it sounds like he's probably going to kill the interviews too. Like I can't imagine he's going to like be there and just be like during his interviews or anything. It just doesn't strike me as a guy that's going to do that if he's thought that highly of around the league. I just think you're going to have a young team and you're going to have a young coach, and you can afford the first year to not be that good. If you're just like, he's going to have to learn this, he's going to have to learn that. But also, I think, and I think this came into play this year, was John Spytek had a 74-year-old, probably Hall of Fame coach that he really couldn't step over. Even if he did, I think a lot of people would defer to Pete Carroll because it's Pete Carroll, John, you're young. Wait, you know, he's going to be 15 years older than Davis Webb if Davis Webb was the head coach. So you might be able to like go in there and just be like, Davis, like I'm like, it might actually be a better chain of command that you can keep for a long time if it's exactly you like because it's kind of clear that's what they're doing this offseason is making John Spytek the guy. And you know, the way I think this is going, even the way they look at the coach, I think they're letting John Spytek pick the guy, but they're letting Brady be the closer. Like I feel like that's what they're doing. And you know, Brady might have some ideas, of course, but I think what they're doing is like, I like this guy. Cool, I'll go talk to him. You know what I mean? Like word of, like, you know, Brady comes in the room, you listen, right? So I would like that setup because you have a chance to have a Harbaugh, John Harbaugh type run, Mike Tomlin type run that we've been craving for years. Continuity.
Well, we appreciate you, Trayvon. Young Trayvon's been supporting. You ain't been in the chat before, young Trayvon. You supporting like crazy. I appreciate you. All right, let's get some more questions here. I'm gonna take this down. Kind of talk about these questions. Y'all think the starting QB, they'll start the rookie QB since Brady said he wasn't a fan of starting rookies?
I don't think they have to.
They don't have to.
I mean, you have
who would be the vet though? Because somebody asked that question. Who would be the vet?
O'Connell. Yeah. O'Connell, or you might have, like I said, you might spend on a Marcus Mariota.
Bring him back.
He seems like he's well liked, and he did a nice. Yeah. I mean, he's clearly was not hindering Jaden Daniels' development. Jaden Daniels just gets hurt. You know, that's the only problem. And that which Mariota's like sick. I get to play, but you know, like I don't know. Mariota's a good backup.
At this point, I think if you're Marcus Mariota, you might be like, shit, I got to play. You're getting old. You're like, I'm just trying to cash some checks here at this point.
My joints are Lincoln logs at this point. This sucks. Yeah.
Would you take Surratt at 36?
No. I mean, that's too decadent for me.
I mean, is he going to go like around that area? Yes. I just Raiders, it'll be to take a wide receiver.
I'd like to see them get the trenches or get just like a defensive guy. The guy that I kind of, if we're going that route, is Becker. I think he's like more like a 4th round guy, more like a day 3 guy. 80 for the white dude for Indiana, because him and Mendoza have a really good connection. Yeah. Him and Surratt obviously have a damn good connection too, and they got those back shoulder throws down.
Yes, they do.
So that's for sure. But I mean, Becker is Mendoza's roommate, so that'd be kind of a good guy to get. And plus, you get your quarterback like someone he's familiar with, make him be a little bit more comfortable. But yeah.
And Omar Cooper's better than Surratt.
Oh, hey, there you go. Which you might be Omar Cooper might be a 3rd round pick. Then we're talking. You know what I mean? Like then, but still, I think rounds 2 and 3, I think you have to get better up front on both sides of the ball. Typically, defense. For me, my dream is Caden McDonald sliding into the 2nd round, even if you trade up a little bit to get to the top of the 2nd round. I understand winning that last game might have screwed us up a little bit on that point, but you know, Caden McDonald, Lee Hunter, there's a lot of really good 330-pound players that I think the Raiders need up front because they have those like gap shooting defensive tackles. I think they can develop right there. They need just a big body that, like Matt says, you can be multiple with.
Space eater.
There you go.
Who is a good online coach? I mean,
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
That's a good question. That's a deep dive question.
Ironically, one of the guys that's doing a pretty damn good job is Carmen Brasillo. He's done a pretty damn good job with the Giants. He was in the building for a little bit, but they cleaned out.
They rehired Carmen.
Yeah, that's true. Carmen might be on the market and has the
he's free, man. He's free.
Yeah.
What'd you think about the Mendoza Sam Bradford comp that came from Quincy Avery, who was a Mendoza?
And then Avery tweeted out later. I might have been wrong about. I saw he tweeted. I was wrong about Mendoza.
Am I wrong? Or Sam Bradford was good. He just got hurt.
He was. He just like. He's got a stigma around him. You know what I mean?
He was good.
Sam Bradford was a check down merchant.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. He's a check down merchant.
He kind of ate with Chip Kelly a little bit too, which is kind of funny. Like he kind of did, but I just always thought, and I'm talking about in college, he got hurt in college. Like the dude got hurt all the time in Oklahoma.
The guy Mendoza reminds me of that. I feel like the fairest comp is Matt Ryan.
100% agree.
Yeah.
People say more mobility, but all quarterbacks are more mobile now.
I'm sticking with my Ryan Tannehill. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm sticking with my Ryan Tannehill.
Titans Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, which I would take in a heartbeat.
Texas A&M Ryan Tannehill. People say, "Oh, he was a wide receiver," but I don't know. He just
the wide receiver or the quarterback.
He was still a top 10 quarterback, though. You know what I mean?
Mendoza at X. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
If it is Kubiak, yeah, we need a fullback. Can we get a fullback?
I'm so down.
Pegues.
What is that? Not one of the biggest crimes of this year that nobody talks about. All I heard on our day 3 picks was Tonka Hemingway and JJ Pegues could carry the rock. We didn't get one, not one this year.
The Tonka stuff was always overblown. He had like 4 or 5 carries.
But Pegues could carry the football.
Yeah, Pegues had 7 rushing touchdowns at Ole Miss. I think he might have led them in rushing touchdowns. It was either him or Dart because they had no running back last.
And Chip Kelly didn't think to use that once.
I know. I kind of forgot about it because everything else went wrong. But I was like, man, I was kind of hoping we'd get 1 touchdown from JJ, and they were so bad in short yardage.
I like how Chip Kelly, he got talked shit about in that article too that came out this week. But it was so Brendan Carroll's part was so bad that Chip Kelly's just kind of fell to the wayside because they're talking shit about Chip too.
Yeah, they were.
Because Trey Tucker was excited, and then week 14, he's like, "What? I don't know what the fuck's going on." Should have me dying.
Yeah.
Trey Tucker's like, "We're gonna put up a lot of points," and then we talked to Trey Tucker week 14. It's like, "Oh, well, yeah, it ain't the same."
Yeah, but I'm down for a fullback. Let's start punching teams in the mouth. Fullback. Let's do it. I'm in.
Yeah.
Lockie Tassi, I like that. Lockie Tassi at fullback.
350 coming downhill. I like
it. With the moving like that. To be honest, I'm only 60% joking on that.
Yeah. Any other West Coast guys you could see them look at for head coach?
Zach Robinson isn't getting any interviews, is he?
Yeah. He got an OC interview with.
Okay, but no head coach. Yeah.
Wait, the Falcons blocked Jeff Ulbrich from getting a DC interview, but not Zach Robinson for getting an offensive coordinator interview.
It's kind of funny because what if the next Atlanta coach is like, I don't want Jeff Ulbrich, then you just blocked him for no reason.
That was my that was the most fucked up thing. How are you gonna fire the head coach and have lame duck staff and then not let him go interview somewhere else?
Because I get wanting to keep him because he that defense really overnight became a pretty good unit. I get that, but if the next coach is like, nah, I got my guy, and then Jeff Ulbrich doesn't have a job, which if he doesn't have a job, would you like to be Davis Webb's defensive coordinator? Might be good.
You guys say it's strange we haven't requested Schuler or Mentor yet. Who has?
I saw Mentor's been getting some love.
Mentor, I think it's a lot of people Ravens. A lot of people are saying Ravens for him. I don't think he's anything scheduled.
Mentor?
Yeah, that's what I don't know if they.
He can't schedule anything this week because the Chargers play.
That's true. Wild card.
So that might have been part of it. And then who was the other one? Shula, and they also play. The Rams also play. So that could have been more of it.
Yeah, because this is really just the bye teams, right? This is just the bye teams right now that we.
Yeah, the bye teams and the teams that have been eliminated, and the coaches that took the year off, like a Mike McCarthy type. Which not that they brought in Mike McCarthy, but those are the type of guys that can interview right now.
Mike McCarthy has a fire PR team. Do you see that side-by-side graphic of him and John Harbaugh? It got me pretty good. They're identical. Yeah. John Harbaugh and Mike McCarthy, but everyone hates Mike McCarthy, which I've always thought Mike McCarthy's a lot better than people give him credit for. Not for the Raiders. It's just not. But Atlanta Falcons or the Ravens, Mike McCarthy probably be a pretty good hire, in my opinion.
How much cap space do you have? 100 million.
It's like 70 something million. It's gone down because they had to sign all those those reserve guys, I think. So they had to sign some people that it's come down a little bit, but they're third in the league. It's like 75, 80 million.
And they're gonna make some room too, I think.
If we get an OC for head coach, is PG gone? Oh,
probably.
I mean,
the guy survived.
My bad. Didn't he might go to the Commanders?
Yeah, he got a Commanders, and they didn't. There was no news about the Raiders blocking it, so I'm assuming that means they let it happen. I got to imagine. I mean, I appreciate Patrick Graham, and I feel bad for him because I feel like every year the Raiders would just dismantle their defense and get not leaving with a ton of talent. But I just feel like you just got to wipe the stench off this season. He's survived 2 coaching changes already. It's probably done. Probably gonna go somewhere else. Wish him the best of luck somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, no harm, no foul. But yeah, I think it's time to just bring in some new blood. I've always thought Patrick Graham was good schematically, but I never felt like the defenses were fired up. I was always just like he's chill. He's too chill for me. I'm like, the defenses never looked like tear your head off. Like I don't know. Just
yeah. All right. Let me get to another voicemail here. Let's play another voicemail. Baby Suge now wants us to play his voicemails. So
not too late. No take backs.
It's the Mark, John, Glenn, Matt. All the best to you guys. Really love what y'all guys do. Love hearing y'all unique perspectives. Again, all the best to y'all guys. Keep that thing rocking. Much success to Tape Don't Lie. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it was David Carr that said Kubiak is not a guy that commands the room. Does that worry you at all? Any of you guys? Does that worry you? If it's not Kubiak, who would be your second and third choices? Thanks for your thanks for your response on this. Thanks. Have a good one.
That's a good question.
It is a good question, and I believe it. I believe it. I'm trying to. Is there like a clip of Clint Kubiak fired up or something? And you don't have to be that for a head coach. And if you're like, is Kyle Shanahan like that? No, not really. Like you don't.
He's got fire to him.
He's got a little bit. Yeah. He got a little bit, but
Kyle Shanahan has a stare.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's different ways of going about it. There's different ways to go about it. The way you command a room is if you score points on offense, everyone your stare means something. You know what I mean? Kurt Signetti stares and at college, and everyone knows what the stare means. It means we're up 30 points, but you did a false start, and that's bad. And whereas what I mean is if you're good, that,
you don't have to be an ass chewer.
Yeah, you don't have to be. If you're good and the team is scoring points, they learn your body language and it all works out, right? Like I don't even know, like even a guy like Mike McDonald, I haven't seen that guy do anything. He looks like a Terminator robot. Mike McDonald.
Yeah, what is he?
He doesn't he's a scheme guy. You never see him grab like a safety, like you motherfucker, what are you doing? Like you just don't see that. Like Lou Holtz back in the day, like you just don't. You don't have to, but you have to win for that to work.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Here's my other question is did Gary Kubiak move on from David?
Oh, that's
I can't remember what the timeline looked like. Let's see.
Gary Kubiak, David Carr.
Is there,
Let's see if there any. There might not have been any overlap. We'll see.
Personal bias. Let's see. Yeah, they might have gotten that cross pass. Let's see.
No, he did. Yeah, there was a lot of cross.
But Carr was talking about coming back if Kubiak is the Raiders coach. They were joking about that.
So it's so weird. That's what I thought that question was going. I thought he said something about this.
Yeah, their podcast. I still haven't gotten used to seeing them two laughing with each other on a show before. Like I still haven't got used to seeing those clips.
Yeah. So Gary Kubiak was his first year as the Houston Texans head coach was 2006. David Carr's last year as the Texans quarterback was 2006.
So he did.
Yeah, he let him go.
Yeah.
So who really commanded the room?
Yeah. What does David do, I guess?
Yeah, don't let. They said anybody with last name Kubiak steps 1 foot in Fresno, California, it's over.
Oh man, I was like when Carr talking about Carr, sit your ass down. First of all, I don't want to deal with you coming back in the way this.
Please don't. I want to have a nice, quiet, fun off season.
I don't need. Yeah, sit your ass down, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even doubt he wouldn't be like a bad coach either. Like a quarterback coach. I bet Derek Carr would be a solid quarterback coach.
Honestly, I think so too. He'd be.
I don't want it here. Somewhere else. Yeah, not here.
Yeah, because honestly, he's a quarterback coach. As soon as Mendoza threw an interception, people start blaming Carr. This is Carr's fault. Fix his fucking feet.
Carr got happy feet on the sideline.
Immediately, it would be Carr's fault. As soon as Mendoza, like, we gotta fire the fucking QB coach.
Dude.
It would be pretty funny though if Carr was a quarterback coach and like Mendoza went from being like elite under pressure to just all of a sudden sucking and doesn't know what to do anymore. The Raider fans would have a conniption.
Yeah,
lose their shit.
Oh man, that's what would happen though. People would be pissed, man. They'd be freaking
not
out.
here. Somewhere else. I'll miss out on that one.
All right. Can we promote wherever the young guy that did the clock management stuff always standing right besides Carroll is? Maybe some kind of assistant. That was his son.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for, guys. Yeah.
The quarterback coach son?
Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan Carroll? Was that his
Yeah,
name?
Nathan Carroll. That was his son. His son was the game management guy. Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is a better prospect. Trevor Lawrence is a better prospect.
Yeah.
You got to remember, Trevor was like when Trevor finished his freshman year at Clemson, everyone was like, that guy's the number one pick in the draft.
Generational prospect. I don't use that term lightly. I actually hate that term, but it's Trevor Lawrence is generational prospect. I will say this though. The knock on Trevor Lawrence coming out, and it was considered like everyone's like, you're just trying to find something, was like he didn't like love football the way other like quarterbacks did. That did show up for a few years. Like sometimes I was like, he's a little like lackadaisical sometimes and stuff, but the dude's arm is just stupid. Like, and he's 6'6" and can run. And now he looks like he's fired up, like, and has a good coach and stuff. So I think Mendoza is below certain guys like that, but that should not sway you from taking him at 1. Like it's he's not Jamarcus Russell.
Again, Trevor Lawrence from 2 games after he started and took over for what was that guy's name from Clemson? I can't remember the quarterback name that like got all pissy when
gosh,
for whatever. But pretty much after Trevor Lawrence won the Natty as a freshman and hung like 40 on that Bama defense that was loaded. Everyone was
Taj
like,
Boyd.
No, Taj Boyd was there he was a starter for like 5 years. This is gonna bug me, but
I'm looking it up right now. Kelly Bryant.
That's it. Yeah.
I forgot about Kelly Bryant. Wow.
Kelly Bryant, because he was supposed to be like the next dude, and then he started and then Trevor came in and took the job, and he like left the team and stuff like that.
I gotta play this call. This is definitely a prank call. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just gotta play
it. I have a feeling it's
This is a prank call.
Prank call, Mister. This is not a. I just heard you refer to me as a prank call. Mister, this is not a prank call. I just want to let y'all know something. The reason why the Raiders can't do anything, they can't draft. My nephew is Jalen Carter, who plays for the Eagles. The Raiders could have had him, but they didn't want him. Who was Defensive Player of the Year? My nephew, Jalen Carter. Why don't you say that? This is not a prank call. I've been liking the Raiders since 72. They can't draft.
Since 72.
Mention that. This is not a prank call, sir. Repeat that. They could have had my nephew, Jalen Carter, Defensive Player of the Year. Say something about that. Thank you.
Okay.
This is not a prank call. It's for real.
I got you. No, for sure. I believe you. Actually, I 100% believe you're Jalen Carter's uncle, and I'll fall for that every time. No, I mean, it's tough to. We have Tyree Wilson now. Jalen Carter's better, and I don't have morals and principles about stuff. I want Henry Ruggs back on the Raiders, so I love that on the team.
Hey, if Jalen Carter's uncle, if you can get him on the show, let's we'll have some tape with him. That'll be great.
Jalen Carter's uncle, can you play defensive tackle? I know you've been a fan since 72. Can you play defensive tackle? You probably have, for genetic purposes, the hand fighting skills that Jalen Carter has. We got nothing at that position. We would love to have you, sir.
He said it's not a prank call.
He said it like 5 times, and I every time it sounded more serious, and I believed it every time. Since 72. He didn't sound old. He didn't sound old. He did youthful. Sounded very youthful.
Oh my god. Oh man, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. You missed the CMV. It wasn't a Baby Shook voicemail.
It's worth rewinding.
We have no idea.
It's worth rewinding.
Should I play it again?
No, just it's worth rewinding.
Just know it was not a prank call.
It wasn't a prank call.
Very clear.
Oh my god, I'm crying over here, man. That was fucking hilarious. All right. What else we got here? Guys? I'll play some more voicemails. I got some more.
Please.
All right, let's go. What do we got? Should we start with some Baby Shook? Should we get into some Baby Shook or what?
I suppose so.
Let's get one.
Let's do one Baby Shook. All right, let's do this longest one.
We should do a raffle for which voicemail we play of him. the whole wheel and everything.
Baby Shook.
5 options.
What up, chat? How you guys doing? What up, Marcus? What up, Glenn? And you too, Matt. Question I have for you, Marcus. Actually, I got a bone to pick with you. No Diddy. My last, you guys went live on the announcement of Pete Carroll's firing. I sent 2 super chats in, and you only read one of them. And they were both for $4.99 each.
Oh no!
You can read that super chat. You owe me $4.99. I mean, I get
That's
2.5.
That's a tall can right there.
2.5 spent.
he was extra spins. He was
And
extra
if I
spins.
win, I want another sweater. You know what I'm saying? And you better hope I don't catch you in traffic on the next Raiders training camp out in Orange County. The show's gonna be looking for you. I need that $4.99 credit. And hey, Matt, he probably ain't gonna be listening to this because he ain't in on Friday.
Wow.
Needs
Little did you know.
to come in with his tattoo showing, Marcus. I ain't telling you or asking for him to show me his tattoos like you asked him to. That was kind of, G-A-Y, if you know what I'm saying. G-A-Y, Marcus. No, he just needs to come in with them showing because he looks like a little third grader with the comb over. You know what I'm saying? And but here's what I'm calling.
There's no time to get to me, luckily. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you guys this. Mendoza is not the answer.
Oh, see, this is an old voicemail.
Chad, I promise you, yeah, Mendoza will not, mark my words, win a Super Bowl with the Raiders.
After tonight,
Mark
we need to
my
clip
words.
this and
I want to hear nobody say, "Oh, he's gonna make the seasons better. He's gonna get us to the playoffs." No, we want a damn Super Bowl. You hear me, Marcus?
Yeah.
You hear me, Matt? Hear me, Glenn?
Clip this, please, somebody.
Huh? TMV 10? Huh? Shortest wide receiver? Huh? California? Huh? We want a Super Bowl, and Mendoza ain't the answer. I'm praying to God that Marcus just comes out of nowhere and declares he's coming in this year.
Oh my
He's our
god.
guy.
Yeah,
We'll see you guys later, man.
we need. Oh god.
Answer all my damn questions.
We need Hit 'Em Up Tupac instrumental over Baby Shook voicemail compilation. Because that was his best one for sure. Because he left me out of it, thank God.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Shook sticking there
Mendoza's
for
not
4
the one. Mendoza's not the one. Mendoza's not the one. All right.
He's like, you can catch me at training camp for $4.99.
I'm gonna be honest. The third grader comment hit a little close to home because if we're in the trust tree,
Yeah.
I haven't shaved in a week.
Oh, I got the same problem, Matt. Don't worry. Yeah.
We are. I mean,
Baseball.
I can't grow it here, guys. So
If you put a gun to my head and said grow a beard, I'd lose.
you know,
It's too bad. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, I'd be like, damn it. Anything else you want me to do? Like,
we're the big face crew. That's who we are, guys.
yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Oh man. All right. Here we go. We got some more though. Let's
He said he changed his mind. No, we're clipping that.
we're clipping this one. All right. Let's
You put it out there. You put it out there, Shug.
Yeah.
Question for you, or some information for you that I have. This morning, I was listening to another Raider content creator and posed the question as why would we want a new head coach with no experience in head coaching or minimal head coaching experience and not have a proven track record to go up against Super Bowl winning coach Andy Reid, Super Bowl winning coach Sean Payton, Super Bowl coach that lost to John Harbaugh, meaning Jim Harbaugh, in the Harbaugh Bowl,
right?
And go with a newbie. This dude suggested that we go with a new a head coach with no experience and pass up on John Harbaugh. That is bananas, man. I unsubscribed to that fool. I'll never super chat him again and asking him legitimate questions like I always do. I'll never do it again. And if anyone in the chat knows who the hell I'm talking about, I want you guys to call out his name because I don't want to do it on this voicemail and start a beef between Tape No Lie and any other Raider content creators. But here's the question for you guys. Who do you guys say is the best option now that Harbaugh's available? And I'm telling you, man, if you guys don't say that Harbaugh is the best option, I'm unsubscribing to you guys again. I'm never super chatting again. Don't you lie just to get my super chat.
You're strong arming us? What is
I
this?
really want to know who the best dude is that's available. And it better be Harbaugh because it ain't making no sense to bring in somebody that has not won or been to a Super Bowl as a head coach to go up against the vets in the AFC West. Come on, dog. Andy Reid. Huh? Sean Payton. Huh? Jim Harbaugh. And we didn't want Harbaugh. Remember that? I wanted Jim Harbaugh. And look at him. He's got his boys in the playoffs, 2 years in a row now? Meaning the Chargers. Come on, Raiders. Come on, Raider Nation. Come on, chat. Make it make sense, dog. Harbaugh is the best option. Not just because Baby Suge said so, because it makes sense. Huh? When you go for a job interview, they hire the person with the most experience, right?
That's not
Why
always
would you
true.
want to hire?
It's not true either.
Everybody needs to listen to Baby Sugar. Shut the hell up.
Yeah. They hire the guy with the best degree, is what they do.
Well, we have to say, we'll go. I mean, I gotta say, if Suge is threatening us unsubscribe, that's like half our revenue stream.
Yeah.
So I think we have to say Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh is kidding.
Yeah, that's like how Mark Cuban funds Indiana's NIL fund. So I will say this: it's not me saying this, but it's somebody that I heard that I don't know might say why they don't want Jim Harbaugh or John Harbaugh. Somebody that I know, so it's not me. So you can't unsubscribe to the channel. It's somebody that I know. Different guy's name. I prefer not to say his name, but he would say here that what if I read Pete Carroll's resume to you right now and said, would you hire Pete Carroll as head coach? You wouldn't do it again.
That's true. 100%.
Glenn, you stole my thunder. I was going to say, I know a coach that's won 2 national championships.
Well, it's not my thunder, Matt. It's not my thunder. It's a guy that I know's thunder because if it was my take, we'd lose all our revenue. Because I love John Harbaugh. He's my number 1 coach at this point. And please keep super chatting the channel. But I just to me, like, I think I want the Raiders to be the resume, like the resume builder, rather than the guy looking at the resume and going, can I still get a couple more years out of this guy? Like I want somebody to look at a young offensive coach who, after maybe 20 years, gets another job and goes, "Man, look what he did with the Raiders. Let's hire him." You know, rather than look what this guy did with the Seahawks. Look what this guy did with the Ravens. John Harbaugh is demanding. Again, this is my friend's take, not mine. But the John Harbaugh is on the Cleveland radio was going on because they're in the mix for Harbaugh. It sounds like. The dude wants $20 million a year, which it's not my money. It doesn't go against the cap. I don't really care. $10 million for a coach that he's already doing the I won a lot of games, give me whatever I want kind of thing. Yeah. Raiders really don't need that right now because, again, my friend would say they don't need this right now. We gotta go on the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. I really want John Harbaugh. He's my top choice, but I don't think John Harbaugh is going to be really that interested in the Raiders.
He was going to the Giants, man.
Yeah, he doesn't want to compete against his brother 2 times a year. He's going to have like probably an inferior roster for the first year or 2, and going to lose games. Yeah, it makes for awkward Thanksgivings, man. You can't have that.
Also, let's keep it real. Jackson Dart snitched last night. I don't know if you guys saw that. He snitched.
Stefanski, he's like Stefanski or
he's like Stefanski. I don't know, but Stefanski or Harbaugh. But I don't know. Yeah.
The Harbaugh, a division Harbaugh twice a year would be sick, though. I will say, if we were good.
I kind of think Harbaugh is going to the Dolphins because I feel like it's no coincidence that he became available. They fired Mike McDaniel on a Thursday.
True.
And Stephen Ross, I guess, is the owner of the Dolphins, is close with the Harbaughs, and he's a Michigan guy. I know John Harbaugh didn't go to Michigan, but obviously Jim's got strong connections to Michigan, so it's like a families know each other type of thing.
Yeah,
got it.
That was the kind of thing. I also think John Harbaugh's the reason why he hasn't taken any interviews right now is he wants to see if one of these playoff teams are gonna fire their head coach if they lose like this weekend.
All right. So he'd be a perfect job. Probably not.
Why even bring that up?
I don't know. How long do you think it would take Mendoza to learn a West Coast type offense? And also I think that, it depends on how they design the West Coast offense because that's why I like somebody like Kubiak because I think Kubiak's would be super easy for him. It'd be a lot of play action, a lot of bootlegs, a lot of him getting rid of the ball really quick. Like that's why I like it because play action, run the ball, 12 personnel. He's going to play action regardless. It doesn't matter if they're running the ball well, really. He's going to keep running the ball to keep them honest with the play action. That's why I like Kubiak. Just because it makes it so much easier for the quarterback. Because even like you go look at Derek Carr's stats, he had like 100 passer rating and stuff like that. Then you look at Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold he threw 14 receptions. He's still not really playing that well, to be honest. But
I know it.
But he's got the play action game going. They get the 12 personnel. They really don't. And the thing is, like they don't run the ball that well. But he keeps running the football no matter what. And the play action works with it. That's why I really like what Kubiak can do. I think Kubiak can make, especially with how Mendoza, his quick release, he's hit the back foot, man. I think that would work in my opinion.
He's also super smart too. Like I'm not really worried about him picking up the playbook.
And if you spent the year doubting Mendoza could do X, could do this or that, like you've been proven wrong. I think a lot of quarterbacks play primarily shotgun in college because it's just easy. Like I'm sure that there's guys that come from like these, quote unquote pro style offenses, but like it's something you have to learn. And I'm down to spend next year figuring it out. It just is what it is. Like, and I think you still can run a lot of plays out of shotgun. And I remember at the beginning of the year thinking we need to run Genthy under center, but I thought he looked pretty good running out of the shotgun. So there's a lot of things you can do out of the shotgun with that. And I get it. I get it. I think it's a valid concern, but I feel like we ask that a lot about a lot of quarterbacks and they figure it out because they're good.
This question is probably for you, Matt. Is there a defensive end worth taking the second pick?
Tune into the next draft breakdown.
What Uyangalele? I like him a lot.
Young Concrete.
Yeah, he's great. I think he's great. I think he's
Mateo.
Like he's there in all the simulators. I have no idea how the NFL is going to value it, but Matt, I meant to ask, what do you think of Dennis Sutton from Penn State? I feel like he's
DDS?
Better than it. I feel like he's better than his. Is he the dentist? Is that what they call him?
DDS, yeah.
Oh, got it. Yeah, that's
Dennis
pretty sick nickname. Yeah. Is he? I feel like he's good every time I watch him, but nobody seems to have him that high.
He's like, how can I best put him? Do you remember JT Tuimoloau last year?
Sure.
Yeah.
From Ohio State. It's a very similar type of player. Big dude, okay, solid athlete, but he's not like anything special. He's like can play the run. I mean, he looks like he was built in a lab to play DN, like 6'5", long, 265. He's a good like day two guy. I think he's probably closer to more like the third round. I think Mateo's a little bit better than he is.
Sure.
He's just not like he's kind of stiff. He's gotten better. He's gotten a little bit more fluid this past season, but like he is still kind of a little bit more robotic, a little bit, not completely, if that kind of makes sense. But he's just kind of how do I put it? Yeah, just a little like more rigid, I think.
Got it. Nice.
It also didn't help that like last year I was watching him and Abdul Carter, who's super fluid and super athletic, so it makes it different.
And it's Penn State. You're used to like this guy's got to be elite. Why is he not elite? It's Penn State.
Yeah, I went from watching Chop Robinson and Abdul Carter in back-to-back years. I actually watched DDS last year because I thought he was going to come out last year too. But and obviously you watch those guys on the same field and it looks different. But
we got a couple questions. Where would Matt LaFleur rank if he got fired?
1.
Yeah, 1 for me. I'd be really
please do it.
He's only 40. He's only 40. He's only 46 years old. Oldest coach in the NFC in the playoffs, which is kind of funny. But
please do it.
Yeah.
Go Bears.
Yeah.
Bears.
Yeah, no, seriously. I hope the Bears embarrass them. I hope it's and I hope Green Bay realizes all their owners, aka the fans that they love to say are the owners of the team. I hope they all go fire him. No, sorry, it's a good head coach. Yeah, one easily.
I don't know, baby shit. Young Travion's giving you some run for your money, man. I don't know. We might be able to say that.
Yeah.
Shout out Young Travion. Best second round DT.
My friend told me to say that. Yeah.
Best second round DT.
Oh, I'm pulling my list.
One guy that I think hopefully Caden McDonald, but
yeah, I was gonna say Cade McDonald. I think he's probably gonna be a little bit closer to like the second round than I think a lot of people might realize. But Cade McDonald's up there. Amari Washington from Oregon. I did break down him. He's really good. LT Overton's a guy that intrigues me, but he's kind of like that. Yeah, Bama, but he's kind of like that tweener edge.
Yeah.
I think my comp for him, I can't remember what I have it on VR, is like John Franklin Myers, like that type of player, like that hybrid DN type guy. Christian Miller from Georgia is a really good player too.
There's what do you think of Lee Hunter? What do you think of Lee Hunter?
He probably I don't trust him enough to be a pass rusher, like the pass rushing knows. So I don't. That kind of makes it a little bit convoluted, but one of the first things that came to my mind, Country Strong.
Hey,
like, he's just a monster. He's a big boy, and he's got some pretty good strength. And I think he moves pretty well. He's a guy I'm gonna be bumping up on my next.
I like Lee Hunter a lot.
Rankings.
All right, Ryan L.
Appreciate it, Ryan.
You said grab your Glocks when you're big
Vikings fan that watches Raiders live.
He also said, who should the Vikings draft?
Jeremiah Love. Get him out of the AFC. I would love Jeremiah Love under KOC.
ESPN says the biggest need is center, but you can't take a center at that.
No,
Jeremiah Bradbury.
Yeah, Jeremiah Love. Because I think he would the Vikings are like kind of low key missing that like out of the backfield, especially if you're gonna keep JJ for another year. Just give him no excuses.
Yeah. I feel like this is a good spot for Vega because they need a guard.
They got Jackson last year in the first round, and they signed Fries.
They did? Okay. All right.
Yeah. That's the thing that's like when I saw center, I'm like, I mean, I guess maybe because they lost. No, they signed Ryan Kelly, who played pretty well for them. I think he was beaten up this year.
Who's the corners for the Vikings?
Yeah, Delane. I would say Delane would be a good one. Yeah, Delane.
Byron Murphy's their CB1 right now, and
Harrison Smith's also retiring. They could be a Caleb Downs spot.
Do anybody else think it's super interesting to letting Brian Flores go?
I don't know if they are.
I think that's the thing is it could be a leverage play by Flores to get more money.
They should resign. I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean,
because that'd be crazy. Like, that's weird. If they do let him go and they go best 14th, that's why I wouldn't hire Flores. Because why is you have one of the best teams in the league and Kevin O'Connell's like, I hate you so much.
I think Jerry's gonna hire him. In Dallas.
What if Brian Flores is behind JJ McCarthy's struggles? He's
sexing JJ. He's I want to Bo Nix over you.
I want to Bo Nix. I want to Penix.
Yeah, I seen a guy with 2 broken legs doing thumbs up, and I thought he was better than you in a wheelchair. That guy in a wheelchair, he was tighter than you. 9.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Because they've been dominant on defense. This is so weird. They're not renewing his contract regardless.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. I think they're waiting to see if he's going to get a head coaching job because at that point, like you're just not going to turn that down, and to give him a contract right now would be weird if you think he's gonna get head coaching interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see that being a hang up, but if he's just gonna be a DC, you pay him. I mean, it's just that's what you do because I'll put you right now. Say the Raiders do go young offensive mind. I'll pay Brian Flores. Come be DC.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. He's a free agent. Like, say if Davis Webb is the next coach, and you just go, hey, I don't even want to think about the defense. It's all yours. That is your. It's like remember the Titans. You worry about your defense.
I don't know. It's just so weird that he's so good over there. They're like, you're an asshole, so I think you should leave. Nobody's talking about Brian Flores like that. Like, I think it's weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
No, I don't think it is. I'm with you too. The whole thing is strange. The whole thing has felt like this PR blitz. No pun intended with Brian Flores, but it's just like this PR blitz of just like Brian Flores everywhere as though he's this like he's available, guys. It's like, well, I know he's available.
We got a couple
What
more
up, Glenn?
Suge voicemails here. And
What
then we
up,
get to the
Matt?
raffle.
It's Baby Sugar again.
Welcome, Matt. Welcome.
Voicemail number 3 for the week. And what do you know? It's Tuesday. I don't know what date it is, but on hardball.
January 7th.
And I'm telling you right now,
8th, I don't know.
Suge Stradamus is already predicting, or has predicted.
He's definitely drunk right
yesterday,
here. He's drunk. He's definitely
John
drunk.
Harbaugh is going to be the new head coach of the Raiders. Mark my words, gentlemen. Mark my words, chat. Y'all talk a lot of trash on that chat on me and laugh and all that stuff. But I can guarantee you, the next head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders is going to be John Harbaugh. And, yeah, Baby Suge predicted it yesterday. Baby Suge's been saying it for a number of days now. And Baby Suge is out.
He was.
What time of day, guys? I'll give you an over under 3 p.m. when that voicemail was made. I take the under.
I hope over. What's the timestamp, Marcus? You
like at least like 8 o'clock. It could be different times. Suge will call me like 11. It could be like 8. It's
Gotcha.
It varies. It just depends on what he's going through that day, I guess. I mean, he must be going through some shit. Like
we should make Suge put his TDL sweatshirt on the line for Harbaugh since he's so confident.
Yeah, right.
I agree with you.
All right. He's like, all right. Let's get some. Then we get the raffle. We'll get out of here, guys. Are there any big name free agencies that are worth targeting?
David Edwards. He's not a huge name, but he's probably going to be the top guard in free agency. Braden Smith. I think with all the youth they have there. I don't know about big names, but at like defensive tackle, I like Tierra Tart. I think he's going to get a lot of attention at defensive tackle, and Logan Hall up there. I think those are, I don't know how big those names are, but those are the ones I'd really prioritize if I was the Raiders.
My dude Luis just sent me a mention. Vinny saying that Webb is like the front runner right now. Davis Webb.
How much do we trust? Do we trust Vinny?
I saw he said something about him being like a legit candidate. I didn't front runner.
That's what he made it seem like. He said Webb might end up being Fernando's head coach or OC. Life moves fast.
Might have a coach.
Yeah, damn.
Might have a coach with a golfer name.
I do trust Vinny. Me and him are just getting too personal, though. I think.
I'm a half and half. I'm not a Vinny hater. There's a lot of people that hate Vinny.
That's my dog, though. That's my dog.
I don't hate Vinny. I think he tries. I think he asks the best questions. Out of the Raiders beat reporters. I mean, like, to me, like, if Vinny, like everybody remembers like Vic Tafer, right? Going like they're not trading Khalil Mack. I just mean, is Vinny like? I don't think Vinny's had. He had like a Ben Johnson moment last year, but it wasn't that serious in my opinion. Because it was clear that was their top target. It's just the feeling wasn't mutual. And I think we'll see. I like the Davis Webb thing. So
yeah. No, Vinny's my dude, though. Vinny's my dude. But you know what I'm saying?
Spaghetti Vin. Love it. Love the nickname.
Yeah. But I mean, he has legit sources, though. He does have legit sources. He does. So but they're just inside the Raiders building. So
There's a little bit of like you can tell where he gets his info from, and it's like you said, mainly from the org.
Yeah, you got legit sources, though. That's my dude, though. Shout out Vinny. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Vinny.
Yeah. Jim Leonard as the DC called Jim Leonard.
I mean, that to be honest, that would be fantastic.
Where's Leonard right now?
He's the defensive passing game coordinator for the
Broncos.
For
the Broncos, right now. Okay. Nice. He's been there since Peyton got hired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he Wisconsin's DC for a while?
Yeah.
They were playing good. They were playing
some
badass
safety, and he was really good.
Jets too, right? Yeah,
Zach Bond, bro. Zach Bond.
Yeah, he was badass. No, Jim Leonard was badass, dude. I just remember where he was coaching. I think it was Wisconsin was where he got his big kind of buzz from as a coach.
What would Webb's offense be? I think it'd be a mixture of like.
Yeah, that's the $1,000,000
Dable and Sean Payton. I think it'd probably be a mixture.
Brock Bowers would eat if he's running Payton concepts. So I'll say that much. Oof.
Probably be a little bit of a air raid in there too, because he played in Texas Tech in college, and he played for Sonny Dykes at.
I don't want to see White Cross ever again in my life.
You might get it again, Marcus.
You might get a little air raid. Yeah.
I don't want to see White Cross unless I'm watching college film. I'm so mad that I can recognize it so quick. To be honest. When I'm watching college film now, there's White Cross. Like, I get mad at Chip Kelly that he tried to do that in the NFL. But anyways, all right. Am I missing any questions? Baby Shriek said I'm missing super chats. I don't know. Don't make me spend all my rent money, Marcus.
You'll figure it out. You'll figure rent out.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right, Shig. You're hustling. Yeah. You'll be all right. All right. What about Saleh as head coach and McDaniel as OC?
So the Niners are playing this week, so nobody's putting any. Brady has a chance to talk. Is Brady doing? Brady is doing the Niners Eagles game, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have a chat. I don't know. I don't think it's off the table. I'll say that much.
Yeah, I think it's a possibility. I don't know why. I mean, I feel bad for the way like Saleh's like tenure happened in New York, because they basically just put all their eggs in the Aaron Rodgers basket, and that didn't work out.
Yeah,
but for some reason, it's just like, I see that, and I just get like hesitant for a little bit. I don't know.
I don't think it would excite anyone. I don't think it would excite anybody, but I don't know if it would be a disaster either.
Yeah. Let's see here. Did I miss any questions? I'm trying to see. Make sure. We got that one. Florida got fired. I think we got all of them.
No, we got a last second. Raffle.
Here. Demon Store.
Shot clock was at 1, man. Yeah.
Just got it off.
Yeah.
All right. I think I got everybody in here for the raffle. There's a lot of raffles. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys
are
hell yeah,
putting money in our pockets, man. Right before
it was a very active chat.
I gotta get these Senior Bowl hotel tickets, man. This is awesome.
I'm glad Mendoza played well today, man. Everybody's really happy. Yeah,
we got 1,300 in here.
Yeah, I bet. The game was a blowout, and it was a blowout because of our guy. Went crazy. So
yeah. Hurry up, Oakland, Florida. Hurry up. You know what I'm saying? I just let you guys know I'll be sending these out on Monday. So hit me up on Twitter, and on Monday I'll send you the links. Okay. So
somebody, I think we have a lawyer in the chat. He said make sure to say void where prohibited by law, because you don't want to get charged with running an illegal lottery, Marcus. You don't want that. So this raffle is void where prohibited by law.
Okay. I mean, we do have 1,300 people in here. Maybe you got to make sure you don't get sued or something. Void where prohibited by law. Don't want to get. Okay. Did I just say that?
You said it. You did. We're good. Yeah.
We're good.
I said it. You said it. We're good. Yeah.
We're good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
Nothing in the past. We can't. Statute of limitations is over on previous raffles, apparently.
Okay. All right. In red only for me. Like, how many you want to tell me you want to be here, baby sugar? I got you in here 8 times.
He wants red only for him.
Okay. You're stupid, bro. He's so stupid. All right. Let's do this. All right. So we're gonna do 2 spins, guys. You ready? It's a lot of people. There's a lot of people in here. This is the most we ever.
Must be 18 or older to enter the raffle. If you're a kid right now, leave the raffle.
Okay.
It's past your bedtime anyway.
All right. Here we go. Antiversal.
Yeah. It was very anticlimactic last part, because it was going to be him no matter what, but very nice win, Antiversal.
All right, so you got removed here again, Antiversal. Here we go.
Do they get 2 if they hit both times?
No, I took him out.
Oh,
see, it almost shook.
Oh my goodness. Shug just threw a challenge flag.
Oh man,
He calls out CMV regularly too. This is not going to help relations.
All right, you know what? We'll do one more. We do one more, guys. All right, be
After
nice
further
here.
review, we will run another untimed down.
Here we go.
Marcus blew on that spinners. Make sure it didn't get.
Oh, not again.
Oh, Kev, no. It's at the secret one here.
There
All right, so we got Kev Null, and then we got CMV again, and then who's the other one? That was Antiversal. All right,
guys.
All right, so there we go, guys. All right, so we are out of here, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like, we got a lot of people in here, man. This is crazy. I really appreciate all you guys in here. Like, this is like an instant reaction episode.
It really is. Like something big happened. Something big did happen. Our quarterback balled out tonight.
Yeah. So we are out of here, though, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Of course, if join the membership, I'm gonna be doing this game on the membership channel, and then me and Matt will be back tomorrow doing a breakdown. Matt got a surprise for you. I got a surprise for you. I'm doing a right tackle, but I mean he's going against David Bailey a lot, so I mean that's what I'm doing.
Okay, I know you're doing.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm doing a right tackle, so look out for that. But we are out of here, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this. Yeah, we'll be back Monday, right? We'll be back
Yes,
Monday.
yes, we will.
We'll be back Monday. All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.